All right. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, can everyone hear me? Very good. All right, let's continue. So, I would like to welcome each and every one of us for tonight's section. Thank you once again for joining us tonight. And I also want to appreciate those that have been part of this event all this while. So, I was asking if we have first timers in our midst. If this is your first time joining our event, and uh, well, I would like to, give you a special welcome. So, just drop an emoji if this is your first time joining us. I'd like you to drop a reaction. Okay. Okay, I have DK, Chonka DK, identifying Victoria. All right. Oh, Victoria Ketchukwu. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's section. My name is David Dixon. I'm the lead founder of Redguard Africa, a cybersecurity community that is focused on protecting the digital ecosystem in Africa, and also helping cybersecurity aspirants start and excel in their cybersecurity career. All right. So this is what we represent. This is our core focus, and this in order to achieve our goal on RM, one of the things we do is to do events like this so that people can, to create awareness. So we are not doing this to just teach people how to um, let's say, or how we are not doing this for sure. Instead, okay, what we do is to raise an awareness on how cyber criminals think, and also how to protect ourselves from certain attacks. All right. So that is why we do what we do. All right. So without taking so much time, I would like to introduce our speaker. I believe she's on this call, and she's not that person than Ijeoma Wankwo. She's a passionate cybersecurity professional with over 2 years of experience in the field. She began her journey in offensive security, developing hands-on expertise in identifying and understanding cyber threats. And now she has transitioned into digital forensics, where she focuses on investigating cyber incidents and uncovering digital evidence. So her blend of technical skills and practical experience brings valuable insight into today's evolving cybersecurity landscape. Now, with a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful clapping innovation, I would like us to make welcome our speaker in the person of Ijeoma Wankwo. Please, let's give it up for her. I would like to have a riot of emojis running down here. I wanted to run emojis, emojis, emojis. She's a big woman. Welcome, 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 welcome. The stage is yours, man.
Thank you so much, sir.
Uh,
Honestly,
you're
I feel
welcome.
thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I think Sir Dave have done more of the introduction, so there is no need to further more. Well, I'd like to say, Sir Dave, thank you so much for this opportunity. It's actually a privilege for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate Sir Dave is on. Please, everybody appreciates Sir Dave.
Oh
Um,
my God, I'm feeling shy.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I think I'm having a bit network problem here. So I say Sir Dave is my boss in cybersecurity. He taught me cybersecurity. He started this journey for me. So I did not take it for granted. If I should count one of the people or the main people that helped my cybersecurity journey, Sir Dave is one of the people, and I did not take it for granted. So thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. You're blushing. Let's appreciate him one more time before we continue. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So last time, due to unforeseen circumstances, I had a battery rundown and I could not order because I wasn't in a convenient environment. but today I'm going to talk about DNS, like we stopped the last time. DNS has to do with domain name system. And as a matter of fact, if you're a digital forensic, I said forensic has to do with investigating. It's more like investigation. You have to collect sample, just like in the medical laboratory, like I said last week. You have to collect sample. Once you collect the sample, you run your analysis. So in forensic, you collect an evidence, you collect information, then run your analysis and submit it, report it. In forensic, we call it reporting. We report when we are done collecting, we report when we are also done collecting and analyzing the information or whatsoever scenario that happened. So DNS is very, very essential while running forensic. DNS has to do with website. It has to do with domain name system. Let's think of it as the phone book of the internet. Yeah, so it translates human-friendly website names like google.com into machine-readable IP address. Where I showed us an instance, I'll just go straight to the point because I think whatever I have today, I pray that we're able to finish all today because we don't really have much time. But this is how DNS work. I'm going to share my screen right now. So can you see my screen?
Not yet, ma'am. All right, yeah, we can now. We can.
All right. So first of all, we'll be using DNS as an instance. Right. Last week I wanted to show us how to investigate something, maybe an email, or how to investigate a particular website to know what has been going in that website. Where I said one of the tasks that was given to us last week, that a teacher received a harassing email through a website that looked anonymous. So the forensic, we are called to analyze who sent this email. So for the sake of this meeting, for the sake of this class rather, I will start from the basics so that you understand, and I will show you guys how we were able to check out see the person that sent that anonymous email, that sent that threatening email. But rather, if you check that website now, they took it down. The owner of the website, I think, took it down. But I will just show just for learning purposes, all right? So in this case, let me say we'll be using Dig. So Dig is more like NF lookup. I believe most of us here are cybersecurity analysts here. So we should know that there are some tools in cybersecurity that are used to analyze websites, especially DNS websites. You see Dig as an instance. So we say Dig, let me use a google.com. Dig google.com. Okay, and in this case, I'll have to use 8.8.8.8 Google. The reason why I'm using this 8.8 is because it's a public DNS number for google.com, all right? And it will help us to fetch that, retrieve very much information about these websites. Now, this is what we have there. This is what we have. This is what Dig gave us about google.com, and this is the IP address. Now, if you want to analyze this particular website now, for instance, if you want to analyze it, then I'll be showing you you'll be using T-Shark and Wireshark. You can actually use Wireshark itself, but you can also use T-Shark, and also you can use Wireshark. T-Shark is a terminal. I think I mentioned it last week that T-Shark is a terminal way of analyzing a particular website or anything at all. Then Wireshark is also it's not a terminal, but is a software on its own. But I'm going to show us a command tool that will. Okay, let me just read this. Let me just start the T-Shark itself. So okay. Now my T-Shark is running. And here I am going to type google.com. Let me know if you're not seeing my screen. Or let me just type something else, DeepSeek. So this is what I have here, this DeepSeek. I'm making an Instagram, I'm using DeepSeek or Google. You can actually use any website of your choice. I'm just trying to show you guys how to run this thing on Wireshark. Just open your T-Shack or Wireshark, then check out that particular website. Look for it, type it, that particular website, maybe google.com, github.com, just take it out. Now, if I want to use Wireshark for it, I can just do Wireshark. And first of all, why are you running all this? Why are you running what is it called? Wireshark and the T-Shack? Please make sure that you're on root, because T-Shack cannot run without making use of the root. All right. So make sure that you are on root. And second, yes, if you have questions, you can just drop it in the info message. I will check it out later on. So this is the okay, no, this one is this is the one that I was able to capture last time. All right. I don't know. Can you see my screen? I want to be sure you're seeing my
Yes,
screen.
we can. Yes.
All right. So this is my Wireshark, and this is my network. And I want to capture what I already did, what I did there. That's DeepSeek, that website. Actually, I want to capture it. So I will start. I'm capturing everything about it. I can even go further more to, check out this again. DeepSeek AI. Because sometimes this Wireshark can be funny sometimes. So you can just try to do it another time to check it out. So I'm done. As you can see, my packet, my capture is running. Then I can decide to stop here. All right, let me give it some time. Because this is why I have to start from this basic, so that when I will start teaching about that how we were able to investigate that harassing email that was sent through a website, that to be able to understand at least from the basic. So let me just stop from here, and I will use this one to make an instance. I'm stopping. I will stop here. Then I will just check my DNS to know if I was able to. Yes, this is what we have. Google.com. We have Google.com here. I think we should also have the DeepSeek. Let's check if DeepSeek is here already. Okay, this is the issue, but I'll try again. Maybe I was not able to capture it. So. All right, boys, so I was able to get the Google.com, the first one now. And if I want to get information from this particular from this particular website, this DNS, I want to get information from it, I can just click on any packet, check this follow, and something very important now. You see, when you're trying, there's most websites that are advanced. All right, there are most websites that are advanced, and like especially like Google.com, DeepSeek, Wikipedia, so many of them that are advanced. So when you try to analyze it with Wireshark, instead of giving you most of the information, maybe someone sent a message in DeepSeek, maybe someone said, "Hi," analyze that message inside this Wireshark. It will come out as a binary. So let me just show you something. Okay, that's when I will run. This is DNS of Google.com. Let me use that TLS. Don't worry, we are coming to that. But let me just show you something. So you see, we have. Let me show you something. Not here. Okay. Yes. Yes. So this is the binary. All these things are making, but they were converted to ASCII, to a binary form where you cannot read it, and it is encrypted. All right. So if you want to decrypt it, is another method of this, which I'm going to do tonight. I think it requires a key. You need to get the key. Once you get the key, you can unlock it to be able to read this file. So for updated and advanced websites like this, they are usually encrypted. So that the reason why they have to do it this way is to avoid hackers or malware, or malware or anything that is illegal, you get, because most of these websites, they store sensitive information. You see a website whereby you will see email, you will see their computer device, you will see even their password save. If you want to, for instance, if you want to analyze email or Gmail message, some of them are encrypted, because if they do not encrypt it, if I'm able to analyze it, I'm able to get that website and analyze it, I'll be able to get most information. I mean, sensitive information from the person's, from the person's email address or email contents. All right. So if you want to decrypt this, is another method of decrypting. I won't be doing tonight, but I'll show us the HTTP, and to show you that this website is very secured, you can just run HTTP. I know some of us here have knowledge of, and most of us here have this programming language knowledge, where you know that HTTP, there is a difference between HTTP and HTTPS. At least the both HTTPS is more secure than HTTP. So even if I should run HTTP dot, even if I should run HTTP dot request dot method, is it okay? Request dot method. Now this method now is I'm sending requests to the, maybe I can say HTTP dot request dot method get. I'm sending requests to google.com. I'm sending requests to Google, telling them to give me their information, which they will deprive. It will not give me, even if I should use a http.request.post. I don't know if you are getting me. Please ask me questions. Though. Let me even go back so that I'll be sure that every one of you is getting me here. If you have questions, ask me. I want to be sure that you are getting it. All right.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Please, I want to know if this call is being recorded.
You can ask Mr. Dave.
Yes, it is.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, good evening.
I'm just coming back home.
Everything.
Can I
Thank
go
you.
on?
Yes, go on.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity and thank you for the class. I really want to know, just a quick summary. How did you get up to this point? I asked in the chat group, in the chat box, somebody said it's not pinging, neither is it trace routing. Please, exactly what process did you start with?
Okay. Let me go back. Like we designed last week live session, we talked about forensic, where forensic analysts, where they information, maybe if they want to run an investigation to a website or email or anything at all, even photo, even files, they want to run an analysis. You know that forensic, you first of all collect a sample. When you collect the sample, you run your analysis. So I'm trying to show you guys how to collect this sample through a website. Where this is where DNS will come in. I thought that, as I said, DNS stands for domain name system. I mean, some of us are conversant with it, where we see it as a phone book. DNS what it does that we send message to it. It translates, or let me just use this method. It translates friendly websites names into IP address, meaning that with that DNS, you'll be able to get their website IP address. And one of the ways to get this DNS information is by, let me go back again, is by using dig. You can use NSLOOKUP. There are so many tools. Like in cybersecurity now, we all know that there are some software tools that we use to gather information of a particular website. I hope you know that. I'm not the only one in this class.
Yes,
Please,
I do.
please,
So can I consider what you're doing now reconnaissance? That's reconnaissance now, right?
yes, that's it. So you
All
are
right.
saying dig diggoogle.com. Sorry, talking about google.com here, yes. So dig at 8.8.8. The reason why I'm using this 8.8 because it's google.com public DNS number. All right. Even if you want to do for GitHub, you can just do dig.github.com. Even if I want to do only google.com itself, I can actually do it. But the reason why I'm using this 8.8 is so that I'll be able to get more information of this google.com. So I want to retrieve some information concerning this google.com. Yeah. All right, this is what we have. So these are some of the information that we have. Let me just clear this system. Just clear these things. Yeah. All right, this is the information that we have concerning google.com. The IP address is here and some other things here. All right, and one server was found. Now, if I want to analyze this google.com using T-Shark or Wireshark, but in this class we'll be using T-Shark. Sorry, we'll be using the both rather, but I will focus mainly on Wireshark because Wireshark is more easier. All right, so let's use the both. But I want to show you how we use T-Shark now. There is the difference between T-Shark and Wireshark. They both do the same thing, but the difference is that T-Shark can run on terminal. You can use your command to do it, to run this analysis, just like you can see. So I don't need to enter Wireshark again. I can just, from here, I can just stop it, Control Z, and check whatever thing about this google.com. But for me, in this class now, I will be using, what is it called? Wireshark for it. Okay, let me run T-Shark. Then I will enter my web browser. Let me check google.com. Google.com. Yes. This is my website. I'm making an instance. The reason why I'm going to use a website so that because the forensic we work mostly with websites. We work mostly with websites. So if anything at all is going on, the reason why we use Wireshark to run an analysis is if anything at all is going on in that website. Maybe someone sent, like I said initially, that we had a project where that was last year, where a student sent an anonymous message to the teacher. He or she sent a harassing email using a website. I think that website looks like Tor web. I don't know if you know Tor browser. All these anonymous website that does not leak the person's information. All right. So they sent that anonymous message to the teacher. And that teacher took that particular message to the forensic department. So this is how they did it. They bought that website. They had to analyze it using this same method. Let's just say if that website name is powerpoint.com, you just do dig powerpoint.com. Then go to their web browser, search about this website, and they will capture it, just like I'm doing now. They can use T-Shark to capture it, or they will use a Wireshark to capture that particular website. So for this class, I will use Wireshark because Wireshark is very much easier for me. I prefer using Wireshark. So now I've run Wireshark and I'm going to capture. I want to capture this. I want to capture that website, that particular website, everything about it. This is it. And I can equally go back that website and check it again because Wireshark sometimes can be funny. So I just try it again. So this is what we have. So I can decide to stop it if I want to. I can decide to go on and check if there are more information concerning google.com. Please, are you getting me? I want to get feedback from you.
I think someone has a question. Someone is raising their hand.
Okay, the person should go on.
Okay, thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please, I don't know if possible, for stuff like this, if we can maybe get the documentation of this so catch up for people who didn't join at the first time or the first time when you started it. So for the documentation, we will know what and what is going. Like for instance, we would like to know which tool you are using. But I'm seeing Parrot now. It's like you're using Parrot. I don't even know the OS and all that things. So now for us to catch up and know. Otherwise, we just look as if we are looking like foreign.
Okay. So what happened? I'm not the PowerPoint type. I was supposed to do a PowerPoint, but I did not have time because I was writing. I was doing other things. I have so many engagements. But after this class, I'm going to write down everything. In fact, I'm going to write it down. Thank God this class is recorded, so I'm going to write down everything. Tonight, I will send the file in the WhatsApp community. All right, so where you can, will be doing your leisure time or your leisure time, you can check it out. Okay, so tonight I will drop it.
And thank you for class,
that. All right.
Thanks for that.
All right. So I'm capturing. Let's move on. We don't have much time. But I beg, we won't be able to finish everything today. So DNS. This is our google.com. So I want to find out information concerning this google.com. Like I said there, I think I've mentioned this. If one thing about Wireshark is that once it captures information, once it captures a particular website, it's do well to bring out information in that website. Now, this is the reason, in that particular website. Now, google.com is encrypted. In fact, all their messages, everything about this google.com, all their informations are encrypted. Right now, at least during the course of this class, I will talk about this TLS, why I'm explaining email forensic. All right, just now let me just do a little breakdown. This TLS now, it's just more like a message that was sent in this particular website. So what they do is that to avoid hackers from penetrating into this website, because most of these websites, when you want to analyze it using the TLC, you use the TLC, follow, and the rest of it, you see that most of these websites now, they gather information. They have sensitive information. Some of them even have login passwords. Some of them even have email addresses, IP addresses, other sensitive information inside of it. So this is what they do. Advanced websites, they encrypt it. I'm very sure that some of us in the cybersecurity field, we already know this encryption and decryption. Yes. So like this one now that you're seeing, this information here, this particular information here is being encrypted. I cannot read it like this. I'll have to decrypt it, which will not be done to binary. You will have to have a particular key, and you will place that key inside the Wireshark using the edit, references, and the rest of them. All those on that one are another class on this one. So you have to decrypt it to be able to read the information here. All right. So my own base tonight is to show you how to investigate a particular website with Wireshark. All right. So I just showed you this is the basic. Now, let's just say I want to know if this website is advanced. I can just do http.request method. Now, if I'm using this http.request method, oh wow, really? I'm even surprised though. Let's see if we can check if we can see any valuable information. Oh, we already have valuable information here. This is what we have here. All right. So this is what, if you're investigating a particular website or if you want to investigate a particular, this is where all the information is. All right. So, and yeah, if I want to capture, maybe I've already captured this information. I've already captured this website. I've already, let me stop the capturing. After, when I'm done capturing it, then I will save this file. The reason why I'll have to save this file is so that if I want to go back to it, except Google itself makes some changes because they are the owner of the website. But if I want to still have this information, this particular information about Google or anything, I can just, go to file. I'll go to file, save as. I will save it as a pickup because we have to save it as a pickup file. And as you're saving, please, this thing can be funny sometimes. You have to save it in a particular folder that you can remember. All right. You have to save it in that particular folder. Maybe I can just name it, hey, let me just look for a name. Wire. And I will save it. Done. And if I go to my folder, let me show us something. Let me show us this. I will look for it. I used to have issue finding this one. Maybe because I'm running parrots, but let me just try it. Okay. Oh, this is where is my Ubuntu? So hey, just to let you all know that if you want to go into forensics, I'll advise you to use Windows for it, except you know how to navigate. Because if you use Parrot OS, I had the reason for using Parrot OS. So not really, I didn't know that I was going to. I will go into forensics, but I had no choice. So if I have, because the reason why I said, why, what's happened? Okay. Let me check out this one. I'm trying to. Why? What's the problem? I think I'll need to capture that file again. Well, I hope you guys understand what I did here because you don't have much time. Just when you come over here, you save the file, save it according to what you want, save it in a particular folder that you understand. All right, you'll be able to find it more easy. Let's go to the next thing now. This one is not hard. It's something that you can do yourself. Fix this. All right. Let's discuss email forensics. Email forensics. This is where the main thing is. I just have to show us a little background story, background thing about DNS. So let's go into the main thing. Email forensics. Email forensics is a scientific examination of email messages, headers, metadata, and server logs to uncover the truth about digital communications. Email forensics, it might not only be in Gmail, it can come through maybe any other website, like I told you guys initially. So, and the core process of this email forensics and how it works is that you have to collect data. It's just the same thing. Collect data, preserve it, run your examination, and report it. Now, you can actually use this method to do your email forensics. Let's check if my Gmail is already out of storage. I want to show something. Okay, let's just say these people sent me a message. Let me say someone like this ZipRecruiter, they sent me a message on email, and I really want to know. Let me assume that this is anonymous message. Someone sent me a harassing message through this email. So I'll just go over here. I'll just use this method. Go over here. Show original. And mind you, this process works only with your desktop. If you are using desktop, I don't think it's in your phone. Now, when you scroll down, you will see most of the information that you need here. Most of the information. And if you want to translate this information to find out the person, the IP address or the email address, the person that sent you this message, there is a particular tool on Google. There are so many tools actually, you can explore them. There are so many tools you can use. Like this particular email, you can see the ID. With this ID now, I can be able to trace this person. can be, if it's an anonymous message, I can be able to trace this person that sent me this message using this ID. Yes. So even if you look further, you will see that the IP address will also be here. All right. So everything that we need, okay, I think it's even here. So anything that we need concerning, if I want to get this person using my gmail.com, I can run my analysis here. Using this one is enough for me to check out, to even see the person that sent me the message. All right. Then let's assume the person did not send that message with Gmail. Maybe the person used a particular website to send this message. I've already showed us how to dig or how to check information, how to retrieve information from a particular website. Now, okay. Now there's something we call SMTP in email message. There's something we call SMTP, that is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Don't worry, I will send the materials and I'll do some adjustments in the material, because some of the commands that I'll be using here is not already here in the material. So I'll put it down and send it to the platform. So SMTP, it is a protocol used for sending and receiving email messages over the internet. It works as a push and control. If I go to my email again, you see when I check that original header, when I check the header, let me go through it again. I'll show you the SMTP here. So it is responsible for sending and receiving email messages. And in this SMTP, there is something we call TLS and SSL. Anytime you understand, God will help us. When you and even your, okay, I think most of us have Gmail accounts and we have system, all right? So in your system, you can just look at for a particular email message. Click by the 3 dots by the side. You will see show original. Then when you check it out, just calm down and check. Go through these files. You will see SMTP. It is responsible for sending messages in your email. Responsible for it. Now, SMTP has 3 modes of encryption, and in SMTP we have TLS. That is that TLS that are used in analyzing or trying to capture message from Google DNS. All right. I can even decide to use a DeepSeek or something like that. TLS, what it does is to encrypt messages, encrypt information. It will encrypt it to a binary form. So if you are lucky as a forensic or an attacker, yes, as an attacker or a pen tester, then you want to get a particular information in that website. If you type TLS and you see that message was not encrypted, that is fine. Or if it was encrypted and you know how to use that key, SSL keylog.5. If you know how to use it, then you can use it to decrypt the information. Then SSL and TLS are responsible for encrypting. Just let us say they are responsible for encrypting information. They are responsible for encrypting information in the message. And let's dive into the main thing here. Oh. Now, I'm going to use that scenario because I already done that process, and I'm going to use it as an instance now. This is the main thing. So, a student in the school sends a harassing email to a particular teacher, and I'm going to show us how we did, or how we did everything. So, this is my Gmail. We don't have much time. I would have captured the file again, but I already showed you guys that was why I had to start from the beginning. Once you enter your Wireshark, go to file, you will see save as. Very simple. Just save it to your folder that you can be able to remember. All right, save it there. Let me look for that particular file that we were able to get. It was this particular students. I had to bring it up here because of time. So this is the file here. I'm going to copy it. Oh, we push rest too. All right. So let me use my roots. You know, when you're running investigation, it is very important that you use your roots. If you have, the thing is, I'm out of the Google Meet. I'm already in another window. So if you have questions, just unmute your mic. Call to my attention. Okay. So I have already, the student sent that message. The student sent the message to me and a website. I don't like in that particular. Let me just explain it very well. In that particular scenario, I think the school sent. They used a website to reach out to the students. I think they had the form in that particular website, something like that. So even of the students to fill the form accordingly, the student went ahead to send a harassing email to the teacher. All right. So the teacher now sent this message to the forensic. Now we had to use our Wireshark, the Dig, or any reconnaissance at all to check out this particular website. Then we now use our Wireshark to analyze it. I've been saying this so that you're able to remember. We now use our Wireshark to analyze it. Then when you're done analyzing it, check the DNS, check the HTTPS, check so many things, you know. Maybe in your free time you can check how to use so many filters for Wireshark. There's so many of them there. So now this is the file. I was able to capture this particular file. This is it. But first of all, I will have to make a directory. Sorry. I'll make a directory. I will look for a particular anything at all. Let me just say make directory email. Make directory email. Then I'll CD into this email. I'll CD into it. I want to download this file. First of all, I have to download. That is, I've already collected the file. I've already collected it from Wireshark, so I want to download it. And because the reason I have to download this file is I will have to use it again for Wireshark analysis. But funny enough, that message has been taken down because the owner of the website, I think they noticed it and they took it down. But I will still use that website to show you. All right. So you can actually use your web browser to download the file. But for me, I'm using my terminal to download it. If you want to download any file or if you want to download any link at all, it does wget. Maybe you can do wget q and download it. If you don't want, you can just use the particular wget. Anyone whichever that works for you. So I'm downloading this file, and this is my Wireshark that I was able to analyze. So we're going to give it some time. All right. So while I'm attending to this, I think network is going to be my problem. So it's kind of slow. Let me see if I have any question. Do you understand? Do you guys understand? Am I doing
Hello, coach.
Yes?
Please, the packet or the file you are downloading now, is it the packet for that message I was sent, which you are trying to trace now?
Yes, the packet of that message that the student sent. So because of time,
now, yeah, I know. But sorry, how did you use? I thought in Wireshark you use it to catch live packets, traffic that because I saw you were trying to enter some site and was capturing some packets. So, but that mail, since it was an email that you have already, and I saw the way you go to that place and check other information. Is it that those records that you now save in a file and you are put in this terminal here?
Okay.
I don't know if you
Okay, let
understand
me,
me.
please come again. Let me get the question.
Yeah, the file you are downloading now, is it the
Mm.
packet for the mail that was sent, the harassment mail that was sent?
Yes, the harassment mail that was sent before that we worked on last year. All right. This one is different. This one is not Google. The reason I had to start from google.com is to show us how that harassment email, like for instance, the person sent that email with a website. You know, there's some website that work like anonymous websites. Like if you send message, it will not really show the person. Just like Tor browser now. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, I get
Are you
you.
with
So
me?
if you go to that
Yeah.
website now, yeah, there's a way you
Mm.
now track the packets of that mail from the
Yeah,
website that was used
that
to
website,
message.
that website now, this particular website now I'm downloading, the student sent that email. This is what the forensic did. First of all, they had to do a reconnaissance. That is, either they use dig or NS lookup to check out that particular website. You are able to retrieve some information, just like I showed us using Google. I don't know if it's actually, oh, okay. Using, I can say, I'm assuming that this is the website now, github.com. This is it. So they used reconnaissance to check some of the information, knowing fully well that this reconnaissance now might not really get the content, the main content of that website. All right. So the person now had to use Wireshark. I cannot go into Wireshark because I want to use it for something else. The person now used Wireshark. Wireshark. Once the Wireshark is open, I already showed us here. Once the Wireshark is opened, the person had to the forensic, because sometimes Wireshark can be funny sometimes. The person will have to, you can even have to go back to that website, take it out again, or you can still you can just leave it like that. Then once you enter your Wireshark, you now press the capture file. I think it's here. No, so you have to take the capture file, capture it, just you click start. Let me just do it, don't worry. I think I'll do it
No, I
when I
know how to
can.
capture file. I know how to capture packets on Wireshark.
Yes, very good. So when you capture the file, you allow the information, the details, and every other thing. Then you can decide to stop it if you want. So when you stop it, then you now run your filters like DNS. I'm trying to check the DNS. You can even use a data test line to check the content of that message. We were able to get the person's email address with cookies. So sometimes when we run filters, there are some filters that we use. It will not really give us the information that we need. So we keep on trying. We can use data test line. We can use HTTP. There are some websites that are more secure that even if you use HTTP, it will not give you the information that you need there. Some of them will just give you TLS version, that is encrypted, something that looks like a binary content that you cannot be able to read it. All right, so we keep trying. But if these websites insist on if they insist on that encrypted information, that's where you now have to bring in that key. There is a key called SSL key.log, where we now use it to read that encrypted file, because some websites now are so secure that most of their information, even if you use Wireshark to run it, you cannot be able to see it. You cannot be able to see the content of that information. So you now use that key log, use it and read that particular but funny enough, and unfortunately for us, this website now is not really that successful. Okay. Do you understand? Then when you're done with running the filters, you now go to file. On top of that Wireshark, you now go to file. You see save. You now save it into your folder, save it into a particular folder that you'll be able to remember. Do you get me?
Yes, I'm with you. I get you.
For your next analysis, this is why we are saving it for our next analysis. Okay. That is, if the owner of the website will not take it down or remove whatsoever, but if that message is still there, we can just save that file. So this is the saved file using YouTube. I have to download this file. You can even use your Google browser to download this file. And I just have to use terminal method here. All right. So I have here the LS. This is the Wireshark. This is the capture file. This is that capture file, because when you save file, it it will end it with pickup. Sometimes pickup.ng, right? It just ends like that. So we want to, and okay, we want to check the integrity of this file, this nitrobar.pickup. If I want to check it, I can just use the open SSL DGST and not post study, but anyways, just the reason why I'm writing this particular command so that you want to check if this file is if this file is secured, if this file is secured, in fact, yes. So all right.
Please, I just want to ask one question. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
The key you're talking about that we're able to download via a file, does it work with asymmetric or symmetric encryption mechanism?
Sorry, come again.
You mentioned the file you downloaded that sounds like a key. Am I correct on that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the file, the key itself that you're able to obtain that helped you to decrypt, does it function with asymmetric or symmetric mechanism?
What is this symmetric and the asymmetric actually? I'm not understanding that.
The symmetric is kind of encryption where the public key and the private key are the same, while the asymmetric is where the public key and the private key
It is a private key. You have to run it yourself. Yes, not public. It's a private key. You have to run it yourself. And when you run it yourself, your web browser will give you that key.
Will you please will you include this part in the documentation?
I don't know.
Or is it,
Let's see.
or is it confidential?
I'll just try. It's confidential.
Why is it confidential?
All right, let's move ahead. You don't have much time. So I want to run this file, Wireshark nitrobar.pickup. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Now, okay, very good. Now, yeah. When I save that file, that Google file, if I save it, because of our time, I could not continue. If I save that file, I can just, if I want to analyze that file again, I can do Wireshark google.com or Wireshark, Wireshark plus that file, the name of that file. You get it. It will still show you everything, all the filters that we use that time. It will still show you everything about it, and you can still run your analysis. So if you already save this file, and I do Wireshark pickup, and that's it. Now, we want to get information concerning this particular website. I think that particular day, we used to get the person's email address. For now, I don't think it will be here because they will have to put it down. Let's check. Okay. Now, this is the HTTP. Methods dash equals to what we get. It means we are required to use post. Please hold on. So if I should use post now, it will give us it also give us personal information too. I think from sensitive information. Let's see if it will work. Okay, really worked out. So just in your own leisure time, you can just check out the name of sensitive request method. Like we are requesting for information from this particular website. All right, we are requesting for it. Okay, there's nothing. Oh, we have something here. All right. Let's see if we can read some of these files. Hopefully we can get something valuable. Yes, and secondly, why you running your forensic? Why doing your analysis? It's very important that you should put in the dates. Dates is very, very important. All right. Why running your analysis? You be ask the dates for analysis, the dates where, if possible, say if you can actually get the dates where all the thing happened, all the incidents where it happened. Yeah. So we have content type here, application. This is the content type. We have the target CRL. Let me just say, I'm trying to get the target CRL. There should be a CRL here. So the name of the person now is M57G. The name of the person is M57G. All right. In fact, anything at all, there should be a URL here. I don't know why I cannot see it. Should give us a particular. Okay. I don't know why I can't find it. So it's here. Let me see the number. Let me find it.
Please, ma, while you're working on that, is it safe to say that the particle session this evening is different from the usual packet sniffing we know on Wireshark?
Which usual? I don't know the usual that you know. As
Like the other guy mentioned it, like packet sniffing, trying to trap.
a packet sniffing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm asking, is there any way in which this protocol differs from packet sniffing, where the goal is to capture
I'm not hearing you.
live
Can you hear me?
transmission?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yes.
Can you hear me? Write down your question in the info message. I'm not hearing you.
Okay, go ahead.
Write it down. I will answer your question. Oh. All right. So using I don't know how to code. So using this like show us something. All right, this is the application content type. You can actually get the URL from this. I'm looking for, if I'm also looking for email address, we'll check it again. Let's run another filter. Let's run another filter. Okay. Data explain. Let's see if we can get. Okay. Get something, we should get the valuable information from here. You guys are helping me. Like I'm having eye problem. Just let me check if you see any email address or any kind of sensitive information. Okay, user agent. So that the user agent uses Mozilla 4.0. This is the person's computer. Yeah, the person's computer. So let's check another one. I'll come to your question.
We can actually extend the call. I'm finding the session interesting. Like you can renew the call if you have nothing else to do.
Well, I'm not at home. All right, so I need to go home. This is what happened. I will write. I will. I organize the file, the material. I organize it very well. List out so many filters for you guys. You can try even on your own, even during your own leisure time. You can just take out. There are so many filters you can use to extract information. Okay, just use it, extract information. Now, yeah, why running Wireshark? I think we saw source IP address and destination IP address. I forgot this. This source IP address is from the person that sent this message. Let me like this source information is from the person that, let me say I sent that message. My IP address should be shown here and the source IP address. Then the destination IP address is from the person that the victim itself. All right. So you can actually run the analysis here. You can just run the analysis here. You can check the person's IP. User IP address and the rest of it. So I don't know why this website is not supposed to give us at least an email address, but I'll still try that. I'll try it one more time. Let me use this post. Okay. Okay, in this particular one, we have host, search name, user. We already have the name of the computer and everything here. I'm looking for the person's, I already have the person's IP address. This is the person's computer design. Do you know that you can track someone with their computer? It's the name of their computer and the rest of it. So content type, yes. The person used email, image and JPEG. These are in another class on this one. So you can actually analyze, you can be able to view these JPEG. And one sweet thing about forensic is that even if the person deleted the picture or deleted their file, you can still check it out. You can still see it. You can still recover that file. That is one sweet thing about forensic. Forensic is a very nice course. Now, in this post, this post HTTP is supposed to give us the person's email address at least, but it showed us the person's computer. This one is enough to to run your analysis. So it shows us the person's computer device, the name of the device. I think I could even see more, but yeah, you're supposed to check if I can see any other valuable information there. But it's supposed to give us email address. Maybe the owner of the website put out. But as of last year, when we did this work, man, we saw the message, we saw the content of the message, we saw the person's email address, and we found out that the person is one of their students. So yes, we were able to get the person through their email address, and we realized that the person's email address, their name rhymes with his official, his or her official name. I don't know the person before again, but it's not in Nigeria. So I think that would be all for now. Let me check. You can just, maybe during your own leisure time, you can just check out other filters, other packets. Check it out. Yeah, there will be so many valuable information. If the files are encrypted, we will need a key to decrypt it. So I think that will be all for now. Yes, cool. So let me see the question.
So, coach, can you hear me? Hello.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
Hello.
Yes, go on.
What if the person now uses a fake name and is using an encrypted or secured site to send the mail? How do you trace it to the original sender of the message?
If the person, first of all, if the person is using fake name, you can still find the person out. You don't even do it. You see that device now, that Mozilla, Intel, Apple that showed in this Wireshark, it's enough for us to get the person's details. Because whenever you buy your device, your receipt is there now. you can still be able to track the person through their device. You can even get the person's IP address through that device. I remember one time I was trying to do one work like that, so I was using Tor browser and another browser to another anonymous software tool that kept me anonymous. So I forgot. I wanted to log in. I wanted to use a particular website, like one website that I normally explore. I don't use it for I'm not a pen tester. I'm not a hacker. I don't break it. So I forgot. I was trying to use a particular website. I think it was DeepSeek or something. They noticed that my computer is using Tor browser, and they will see it as suspicious one. You have to block it. You have to block. I could not access that website. I don't think it's DeepSeek. There's a particular website that I was using. I had to reach out to their customer, their support. I had to reach out to them through support email, and I had to remove my browser, my computer from anonymous and so without even if you are using fake name, fake email, there are some information. Even that student, they put down the message I would have showed you, and that I'm not going to my Gmail. Yeah, because I recorded it. And one of the rules of cybersecurity that you don't show sensitive information, because if I show it, I'm already defiling the rules. I'm already violating it. I could have showed you guys that we were able to trace the person through a cookie. We use data test line. Don't worry, I will write it down. I will organize it today, highest tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. I will send the resources to them. So we are able to fish out that student. I don't know if we are evil. I don't know what I'm trying to use. Let me use the word like this. That student mind here because the person had to go deeper into anonymous lifestyle that we are able to for us to achieve that person's email address. It was very hard for us. So we had to go into cookies. So I sometimes let me just give you this tip. I think the hackers now will use this one and they will fix them. It's not all websites that you enter that you have to all these how do they used to say it? If you enter a particular website, cookie will show up.
Enable cookie.
Enable cookie. You don't know that cookie you enable
Accepted.
is taking your details. But even if it's not, but funny enough, even if it's not used, even if you don't enable cookie, my guy, they will still get your information. That's one thing about phone. Even if you like delete it, at least you have worked on a project where the person deleted a particular file. We got it. I think I mentioned, yeah, I think the one that we did as of April, a woman that was murdered, and we had to check out analyze this thing. How do we analyze this particular thing? And we found out that the evidence we had deleted, or we had to recover it. That's the thing about forensic. That's the thing about forensic. All right. So I think Dave, you can come up now. You have questions, just ask. Let me just
All right. Thank you so much for that. That was a very wonderful section. So much insight in one section, and hopefully, in the near future, we'll look to have you back on this platform again with us. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. Our time is fast spent, and if you have questions, we'll attend them. But please drop your questions in our community. In our WhatsApp community, can you drop your questions there? And without further ado, I would like to appreciate each and every one of you for joining and staying in this call up to this moment. It's not something I take for granted. Thank you so much, guys, for joining, and I really appreciate it. Do have a wonderful weekend. Please anticipate we are having another section next week Friday, and it's going to be amazing. It's not something that you want to miss. So I'm just going to consider the topic so as to keep the suspense high. Okay. So I know I shall release the topic, but I'll just keep it, for now. So I'll see you guys next week Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. So thank you, Kenny's Bride. Thank you, Chidi. Thank you, Joseph Bassi. Thank you, Zan. Thank you.